Hello everyone, Destroyer here, and I'm back with another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.02. So today we'll be looking at a 1v1 on Forts of Isen II with some pro players here. And our players today are Turin, the Dwarf, in the top left, and the bottom right we have Otto, Isengard player, otherwise known as Archangel, or is that in the bottom right? Isengard. So there we go. That is the players out of the way. Let's see what we're going to get ourselves into here. I don't quite remember how big this replay was, so I don't know how long it is. Probably not too long. Most games on Forts of Isen II don't go too long. Where is he going? Alright. Well, looks like they're opening with their mine shafts there. Both teams getting economics going, obviously. We're going to clan setting from Otto. And looks like we're getting a Hall of Warriors, of course, from Turin. And he's continuing to expand. Getting mine shafts. And it doesn't look like this is Otto. Yeah, Otto's his player. Otto doesn't have the money to get anything yet, doesn't look like. Alright, there he goes. He has enough for another furnace. Did any players pick powers yet? Otto has not picked a power. Turin has chosen Rally Call as his first power, which generally is the best power to pick in the beginning, because rebuild isn't really going to do you much good. And heal's definitely not going to do you much good unless you have a hero, which isn't really until late game. Mid to late game. Generally, at least. And, okay, he's going to be pushing out that way. Do we have some... We do. We have some Wildman and Dunlin coming out. So the Wildman spam will proceed. What is this? Uruk Pit. As you see, he's throwing down his buildings very close to his furnace so that they can protect the sides of the furnace. And the furnace can also protect the sides of the clan setting and the Uruk Pit. Kind of makes a makeshift wall. It's really good, good thing to keep in mind. Most players do this. This might be a bit too big of a gap, though, and actually guys can get in between that. I'm not sure. I guess that'll remain to be seen. He's also getting archer range, though. So that'll be helpful for dealing with the spam. He is going to need a forward mine shaft, as dwarves usually do. So he'll want to set that up as soon as he can. But he's going to have to deal with these Wildman and Dunland, who are in aggressive stance. It will be doing good building damage once you actually find a building to start whacking away at. Especially once they get upgraded with torches. Then they just really do really good damage. So that is probably the most forward mine he has at the moment, I think. Yeah, it doesn't look like Turin has tried to sneak any mines anywhere close to Otto's base there. But he will eventually, and it looks like he is going for that. Possibly over here. No. So he's going back. Doesn't want to throw down anything quite yet. How are these Wildmen doing? Looks like the Axors are ready to engage them. He did have some guys in the mineshaft. Always pretty key to keep your guys in your mineshaft in the dwarves. So you can pop out and defend your mineshafts at any time. I wish I was as good at, like, observing things as I am at playing. Or other way around, I guess. Playing as observing. Because I notice these things while watching, but like when I'm playing, I completely just suck. I don't know what it is. But, it looks like we have Creebane being chosen from Isengard. So Rally Call being thrown down on a majority of the army there, of the dwarves. That'll make them very hard to kill, even with this Creebane above. This actually doesn't even move a little bit. There you go. So it can cover the maximum amount of guys. There's a lot of Wildmen here, a lot of crossbows. Although crossbows aren't going to do much against these dwarves in hold ground stance. As you see, they're taking a lot of casualties. Not very good against melee troops. Looks like the dwarves are doing pretty well here, actually. It looks like he's just pushing through the mid here. Keeping the guys coming out of this mineshaft right in the middle. He didn't try to hide it. He's just keeping the pressure on immediately. And a furnace is taken out there. I almost forgot what they were called. And it does happen. Looks like he has some Axlors in there as well. Isengard continuing to push out over here to the west, making some furnaces and stuff over there. But while he is losing furnaces in his base, this could be a quick game, as dwarves seem pretty poised here to be overwhelmingly powerful. This could be very, very hard for Isengard to stop. Well, looks like that dwarf mineshaft is taken out. The builder is killed. Good pick up there. At least that'll stop the mineshafts from happening. At least from that builder. Still have a builder over here, obviously. And Otto is definitely going to need some crossbows. Lots and lots of crossbows. Possibly some cavalry. His problem is, though, he's losing his base to these Dwarven Guardians and Axe Throwers, who are just very hard to kill. I think Otto might be in trouble. This could be a quick game. I don't actually know. Like I said, I didn't look at how big the replay was. But it seems like it's not going to be very big if this is what keeps happening. And this is actually going pretty well. You wouldn't expect a just push through the middle to be as effective as it is. It seems to be doing pretty well. Because dwarves normally would go around like some cheeky little side and come around here or something with some forward mines, but who needs mines really, apparently. You just need a mine through the middle of the map so you can cut like a few seconds off your travel time and you just overwhelm your opponent. And look at that, he's already taken the fort down. Yeah, I think this game is going to be over fairly soon. Just not expecting this turn of events. But hey, you win some, you lose some, eh? And this strat seems pretty effective, I'd say. Just lots of dwarves overpowering the Isengard troops here. And not even the wildmen and crossbowmen strat is enough to stop it. And he's going to lose his fortress. And that should be GG. Apparently he's not dead. What is keeping Isengard alive here? I don't actually know. Where? Why is Isengard alive? I'm scouring the map. I'm even looking at the mini-map. Oh. If I was looking at the mini-map a little more closer, I would have seen. Ah, right. He's hiding his guys. He doesn't want to die quite yet because he still has an army. I guess he feels he might have a chance. Although he doesn't really have enough melee troops, I would imagine, to take down a fortress while fighting down a Dwarven armada. Is armada the right word, or is that only used for ships? Not sure. I guess army works in this way. So, army it is. And some hobbits being summoned down. And it looks like he's looking to exterminate. He quickly demolishes it, but he has another one. Not quite ready to give up. Otto determined to live out his last days on his terms, not on Turin's. Is it Turin or Turgon? No, it's Turin, isn't it? Yeah. Turgon is a different player. My bad. Yeah, Turin has pretty good powers. Otto obviously can't use powers because he has no fortress, which is unfortunate. And I think the dwarves will find him eventually. And let's just speed this up because really nothing is happening at this point. It's just the dwarves are hunting down the remaining structures of Otto. And it literally is a matter of time before he actually is killed. And he's still alive though. He's trying desperately to corner the builder. But what is actually keeping Otto alive, I wonder? Men of Dale easily making short work of these guys here. And the forces of Otto easily countered. There you go, Otto has been defeated. He's given up his futile attempt to make a comeback. Alright, well that was a quick game. I guess that just showcases a pretty good dwarf strategy. Just push through the middle and hope you overpower your opponent. And it seemed to be a pretty effective strategy. So, that has been that. I have been the Destroyer, and you've watched another cast of The Rise of the Witch King. And I will see you guys next time.